Okay, yes guys, so we're here, another video. We are on leg day, quads biased, also the first diet high day. Weight's been a little bit stagnant the last week or two, although this morning I hit a new all-time low, 198 pounds or 90.1 kilo. But we're gonna have, we think we're thinking I'm looking a little bit flat as well. So a nice good high day today. I've got, my food has dropped apart from today. So my usual setup now is 75 grams cream of rice rather than 100 pre-workout, with pineapple and honey and whey. That's now today 130 cream of rice with 50 whey, 30 honey and mango. Second meal, my post-workout has been 75 grams of rice. Today it's 125 grams of rice, 175 grams of chicken, 50 grams of mango and 20 grams of honey, I think, and 100 grams of veggies. Meal 3 is my usual yogurt meal, which I've been making to like like the cheesecake consistency thing. So now I've got that meal, but with 100 grams of oats. So I've been able to add a base to my cheesecake, so it's a real cheesecake kinda, which you will see in a little bit. Then I've got, usually the meal after that would be my no carb meal. But I've got so it'll be beef, veggies and avocado with pineapple. And now it's going to be beef, veggies and 100 grams of rice. It's going to be a good meal. And then my final meal will be, instead of 100 grams of sourdough, it's 125 grams with 300 grams of egg whites, or 300 ml, and 2 whole eggs with some pineapple. No, a banana on that one. So yeah, just getting my half an hour fasted steps. And I'm going to crack on with eating my pre-workout meal. Yes, people, we are here. What a leg day that was. PRs hit across the board. Form improved again. Weight drop. We are doing well. High day, definitely feeling the extra 55 grams of carbs today and extra 15 grams of honey. 55 grams of carbs, 55 grams of cream of rice. What we have now is post-workout meal 2 is a nice big helping 125 grams of dry weight rice, 175 grams of chicken, 100 grams of veggies, 50 grams of mango, and 20 grams of honey. Nice big meal today. See, I'm quite curious to see how the weight is what the scale weight's gonna do tomorrow. Quite looking forward to taking. Coach wants some pictures, fasted and scale weight tomorrow. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing how I look a little bit fuller. We've been pushing now for 12 weeks, really. No high days or anything. So been feeling pretty depleted last couple of days, heavy legs and so on. So coach said I was looking a little bit flat, so we decided to throw a high day in. So what day better to put it on than a big quad day? Definitely felt that today. So gonna get this food down, crack on with my job, and I might get on in here. I've been thinking about the importance of having a coach, so the next clip is probably going to be either me ranting about how important having a coach is, or it's going to be my next meal, or it's going to be both. Wrapping the Bucked Up today. Code MikeP2 on the Bucked Up websites, on everything across the websites. Sups, clothing, get on it. Yeah, so I will catch you in a bit. Yes, people, here again, another meal on today's high day. We have a glorious one now. My usual Greek yogurt, whey and berries, but got 100 grams of oats, so we've been able to add an actual base to make an actual cheesecake with some 10 grams of almond butter on the top. It's going to be glorious. I'm going to miss probably having the food from today, but I think we're going to do a one high day per week, seeing how it goes with tomorrow's pitches and weight checking. But of course, whatever coach says is what we do. I'm kind of secretly hoping for a high day a week at least. I have got quite the appetite and I'm quite the foodie, so I am very much enjoying today. So I'm going to get this down, and I'm going to think about something to rant about. So yeah, gonna get this meal down and get on with the day. Absolutely glorious stuff here. Very much enjoying this. Yes, so meal 5, I forgot to record it because I was starving. I got it down and then I immediately remembered I didn't film that. So, but I had 100 grams of rice, 175 grams of minced beef, 100 grams of veggies. Yeah, that's that. So I thought, while I use my pots from yesterday because it's my food and I eat out of it every day. Is what it is. I thought while I'm getting on here and making tomorrow's yogurt, I would talk about why I think it's important to have a coach, especially when you're trying to, I would say all year round, or when you're trying to do something, but I would say it's extra important when you're dieting. I say that because I dieted off about £80 myself over the year, like last year and about halfway through the year prior, and I got myself down to, I started I was about 21 stone, and I cut my calories right down to 2,500, which that is just a bad place to start. And then I ended up dropping my calories down to like 1,500 calories because, you know, I would just stop losing weight, and then I would, you know, drop calories immediately when I saw that one day of not losing. And I just ended up getting myself into a rut and probably losing muscle. But on a bulk on my own, you know, I didn't place my food where it would have been the most beneficial to have it. I wasn't that strict. My steps, I knew it should have been about 10, but I let get down to about 6, and I was like, I wasn't that bothered. I was like, well, you know, the less energy I spend on steps, the more energy I'll have to build muscle, which is just stupid. Now the difference this time is we started on the same amount of calories as I was on peak bulk when I was bulking on my own, and immediately, because of where the macros were placed, coach still had activity high, 12k steps, 20 minutes cardio post workout. I was losing weight on 3,000 at the start, 3,500 calories, and we are now like 12 weeks in, and only now have we dropped calories. We're down to 3,100 on training days, 2,800 on rest days, and I am already leaner than I got on my diet when I was at my lowest. I got to 199 pound. I'm now 198 as of this morning, and I am on training days 100 calories over, twice as much as I was on when I was a pound heavier last year. Now I would have made the emotional decisions, like, you know, I said at the start of the video, my weight was stagnant for about a week and a half before today, so I would have made the emotional decision to cut calories. No, coach just added 10 minutes of cardio post-workout, and 15 minutes cardio, so up to a total of 45 minutes cardio on rest days. Kept steps where they were, and I kept losing. Blueberries are done. And I am now losing again. We had a big 1.4 kilo drop this morning from yesterday. That was from, I think that was from water weight. I dropped out all sweeteners yesterday, everything in my coffees. I love sweeteners, but I dropped them all out. Yeah, so I would have made the emotional decision to take off food, and I didn't need to, and then I would have ended up in a much worse position, burning enough muscle, if it wasn't for my coach making those objective decisions rather than me making emotional decisions. You know, he can base it off gym performance. Scale weight is just one metric we measure. Body composition is arguably the most important. Scale weight does come into it. We want to see that trend down. Gym performance is another. Now, taking all those into account, he didn't see the need to drop calories. He said the weight will come down. It's just, we're just holding a bit of water. I was visibly getting leaner, but the scale weight wasn't showing it. And then, what do you know? We kept at it for a week and a half, just added 10 minutes cardio post-workout, so that's only 3 times a week. And a big 1.4 kilo drop this morning. So, that the importance, in my opinion, of having a coach is so you don't make these rash, emotional decisions, so you can end up in the best possible place when it comes to the end of your cut, because now my food is still going to be in a decent place come the end of the diet. I'm going to be strong. I'm still progressing, and I'm 8 weeks out. I'm still progressing in strength, reps, execution, everything. Gym performance is progressing all round, weekly, still. Now, I know that will stop or stagnate a little bit when I get really low. But as long as performance does stay up, intensity does stay up, and that's why we keep the calories higher around the workout, or the carbs higher around the workout, I should say. The majority of my carbs come in pre, intra, and post, and then it tapers off through the day, because we don't need the gym performance at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I was in the gym at 5 in the morning. So yeah, that's basically it. Get a coach to make objective decisions, so you don't have to make the decisions yourself, which will become emotional decisions, and you will see the best progress. Coaches cost, but at the price of having the best physique that you can possibly achieve, the best results, best gym performance. Like, I am still growing into my diet. I've probably grown more in the diet than I had when I was on my off season last year doing it myself. That's how much of a difference it's made. So one piece of advice to take from this: you can either message me or find a local coach. Doesn't matter, it's not an ad for me. I do coaching. If you want to come with me, it's fine. My Instagram is on the channel description. My email is as well. Contact me on one of them, or find a local coach in your area, or any coach, any coach that you want. Makes no difference as long as he's decent, and you will see much better results than if you were to do it yourself. Now, obviously, the coaches still have coaches for that reason, for accountability, even though they know what they're doing. So that should show the importance, where even a coach will make that emotional decision. So, yeah. Message of the story is, get a coach. And I will see you on my last meal later this evening, in about 2.5 hours. So, last meal of the day, boys and girls. Whoever's watching, probably not many of you, but to who of you are watching, thank you very much. If you made it to this point, congratulations. I've got no idea how you did. So, last meal with the family is going to be 120 grams of sourdough. So I've got those 2 pieces and that. But accuracy is everything. Then I've got 300 ml of egg whites, and I have 2 whole eggs, free range, local, and 100 gram of pineapple. And that is going to be it for the high day. It's been a good one. It's been nice. Bit of a refuel. It's probably going to hit me more on tomorrow's session, which is a pull day. I'm expecting big things, big numbers, and then some followed by some good weight drops. Until the next high day next week, I'm going to see if coach allows us to have high day on chest day, which is a Thursday push. So I'll try and stick that in the next Friday's video. So yes, next video is going to be Friday, and it's going to be, I don't know what to film. I'll probably do a push day. I've not done a push day for a couple of videos now, so I'm probably going to do a push day. It's probably my favourite day of the week, because I know that's one area I need to pull up quite a lot, is my chest, because it's kind of lagging behind, I would say, everything else now. My chest is kind of, to me at least, stands out as a weaker part. So you can, if you tune in to see some of our little techniques we're using to recruit more chest, less tries and delts, I'm sure that'll help some of you who are struggling in the same way. So I'm going to cook this up, and I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have tea with the family, enjoy some family time. As I keep saying, family time is the most important time, because we just don't get much of it. My partner works until 6 some days, 8 of the days. I work until 5, 6. So yeah, we really need like to make the most of it. I don't want to have the camera out and stuff recording while we're all, you know, sat having some family time, playing with the kids and chatting shit. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Like, subscribe, comment. Even if you want to be mean, you can comment, share. But yeah, really, it really helps the channel. If you watch the video all the way through. Yeah, so please do that, and I will see you on the next one.
Bye, have a great time.